We are now inside the Tower of David, which is the fortress that originally built by King Herod, but there are so many layers here because so many people conquered the city, use it as their fortress as well. Why do they use it as the fortress? Very easy. This is the highest place of the city. From there you can see everything. But look at that. What's happening here in the summertime? Rope bridge, which is a little bit frightening for me. Look at that girl that is doing it there. I know that there are snapping here as well. No, not so easy. But we are here, and not for the museum itself. We are climbing up to see the view from the city. The view was closed for so many months because of COVID-19. Then let's look at Chiaulli. Many years ago, there was a wonderful exhibition here. I was there for the exhibition of Chiaulli for like a few times. Wow. Look at it. I'm afraid of it. Let's climb up. It's not going to be easy. But the view is amazing, and the sun location is supposed to be above me. Then you will see almost everything from the whole city. If I will be able to talk, because it's so hot. You can see a little bit of the fortress. Ah, what a nice breeze. Look at the bridge. You can do that from age 9. Snapping. Oh, sorry, can you see it from the rooftop? Let me see if the sun location will be amazing. Yes! Yes, it is. Until I will climb up. You can see here Herodian stones. But everyone who conquered the city used that place. Then you can see here a mosque from the Ottoman time. And the breeze is amazing. It's now 40 degrees. Around 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And at night time you can actually sit here, enjoy the breeze, and watch this spectacular light. It's going to be screened all over the place on the walls of the fortress from the inside. It's worth it. Because now no tourists, a lot of renovations. You ask for the best view, we will have to climb for that. That's Tower, originally built by King Herod for his brother. Alodova. Oh, suddenly it's grey. Oh, because it's the tent. That's a snapping entrance. I'm not there. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Look how beautiful it is. 40 degrees, worth it. There's a lot to say. Let's start from that point even higher. We are at Jaffa Gate. Let me show you where it is. A little bit frightening. This is Jaffa Gate. You can see the wall of the city, mostly from the 16th century, and there's an inner wall of the fortress that King Herod built. Now you can understand me, because as you can see, it's the highest place of the city. What we can see from here. Let's go for the far away. For that, I will change the lens, and what you can see from there, it's Mount Scapus, the Hebrew University, and to the right of it, behind the tower that you see in front of you, you can see the Mormons from Utah, Salt Lake City. This is their university here. And to the right of it, Augusta Victoria Hospital. Today it's a beautiful Palestinian, very good Palestinian hospital on top of Mount of Olives. To the right of it, you can see a tower. Wait, where's the tower? Ah, here it is. This is the Ascension Place. Actually, it's next to the Ascension Place, because the Ascension Place today, Ascension of Jesus, of course, is a mosque. Then the Russian built behind it a church, and the tower symbolized the site itself. Lower than that, no, first to the right of it is another tower. This is this is Pater Noster Church, or Aluana. This is one of the 4 churches that were built by St. Helen in the 4th century. That is according to tradition, where Jesus lived at Mount of Olives, and there's a cave that we believe that he taught the disciples there. And Pater Noster, our Father in heaven, the Lord's Prayer, was told by Jesus there for the first time. And below it there's a garden, and on the edge of the garden, right, I'm trying to point my finger, it's difficult. Here it is. You can see a chapel. It looks like a teardrop, but upside down. This is Dominus Flavit. This is Dominus Flavit. That's where Jesus saw Jerusalem and wept. He said, one day that city will be destroyed. To the right of it, there's a white area, and that is the Jewish cemetery from the time of King David until now. The Jews believe that when the Messiah will come, they will be the first one who will resurrect. And if we're talking about resurrection, the Ascension Church is where Jesus will come again, and all the good disciples will resurrect as well. And if we're talking about Christians and Jews, let me tell you that Allah will build a bridge, and the good disciples, the good Muslim disciple, will cross it safely and enter to Jerusalem. Then 3 different stories about the same idea. That is about Mount of Olives. Another thing that you can see at Mount of Olives is a small golden onion church, not the Dome of the Rock. To the right and behind it, this is Mary Magdalene Church, a Russian church, but beneath it, it's Garden of Gethsemane and the Tomb of Mary. It's such an amazing view. You can see almost every part of it. That is Mount of Olives, the easy part. To the right of it, you can see darkness, emptiness. I don't know if that camera is so sensitive or not, but let me see, let me use that. Behind it you can see a little bit of I can see the mountains of Moab, which is Jordan today. Between Moab mountains and us is the Jordan Valley and the Dead Sea and Masada and Jericho. Then that was about Mount of Olives. The city is not so big. If we are at Jaffa Gate, Jaffa Gate, that's the west part of the city, and it ends at the Dome of the Rock. There. Not so big, isn't it? If we'll go to the north, you can see Damascus Gate from here. It's difficult, I can see it. Let me point it for you, but the sun. All right, you can see the golden dome. Behind it is kind of a wall. That is Damascus Wall, and the building behind it. Then that is the northern part of the city, and it ends. Let me show you where. It's like 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer, 1 kilometer square. Here it is. This is Mount Zion, the end of the city. Not so big, huh? The beautiful pyramid top and the tower to the right of it is the Dormition Church, the house of Mary. To the left of it, it's the room of the Last Supper and the tomb of King David. In front of us, with a grey dome, small grey dome, it's the Armenian Quarter. And this is St. James Church from 12th century, amazing place to visit. And this is the Armenian Quarter. It's not so big. The Jewish Quarter is in front of you. It's new, mainly because the Jordanians destroyed it when they occupied the city in 1948. The city was supposed to be part of the United Nations, but they occupied it together with the future land of Palestine that they called it later on the West Bank. That used to be Palestine, supposed to be Palestine, and now to the left you can see the Temple Mount, Haram al-Sharif. Let's start with the Muslim story. We'll go from the latest story to the beginning of it. Then at the 7th century, Muhammad and Islam resurrect, a new religion. And according to tradition, mostly by tradition, there's only one sentence about it in the Quran, and it didn't mention Jerusalem. Muhammad had a night journey from Mecca, which is that way, to Al-Aqsa Mosque. Al-Aqsa is the last mosque, and here it is with a grey dome. From there, he went to the foundation stone, and we will reach that story soon. Foundation stone is where the Dome of the Rock now. And he ascended in heaven to meet God himself. God gave him the 5 prayers of a day. And because of it, it's very important. The Dome of the Rock is a memorial site. Al-Aqsa Mosque, it's a mosque together, it's Haram al-Sharif. The first name of it in Arabic was the house of the temple. And let's go back to the temple that Jesus visited 3 times a year, just like every Jew. King Herod built a huge plaza because the foundation stone which was there was too small for a big temple. You know part of that plaza because that is the Western Wall. That's where the Jews are praying. And the Western Wall plaza, it's just there. You cannot see it because it's in the valley. The temple that King Herod built was bigger than the Dome of the Rock. It was between 2 to 3 times higher. Then you can imagine then King Herod standing in his fortress and watching the temple. That temple been destroyed 70 AD. The first one, we had 2 temples. The first one was built by King Solomon. Then the city of David is outside the walls. You can see the white dome of the Jewish synagogue. Behind it and in the valley as well. Then the Jewish quarter is not so big, and most of it is in the slopes of the valley. The Muslim quarter is big. It's actually part of the Dome of the Rock and all that place, behind the tower. And the Christian quarter is in front of us. The most important place is those 2 domes. This is the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, the place that Jesus was crucified, died, buried, and resurrected. the most important part for the Christian, or most of the Christians, because behind that building there's another option outside the wall. It's called Garden Tomb, and a lot of the Protestants are praying there. The White Tower is a Protestant tower, and the Redeemer Church, and on top of it there's a second best view, but this is the best view. To visit that place, you can do that almost every day. I mean, it all depends on coronavirus, because it was closed lately, but the best time to do that is, let's say, from 1 p.m. because the sun is always at the west, shining from the east. Then the sun will be in your eyes until, let's say, 1 o'clock. And now it's excellent. In wintertime, it's better. Wintertime, it's much better. Mainly because it's cooler and it's clean. There's less dust, especially after the rain. Hezekiah pool is right in front of you. And the water from the time of Hezekiah, and later on from the time of King Herod, came from outside the city, from south of Hebron. It feeds the city and the Temple Mount. Beautiful, isn't it? Such an amazing view. Such an amazing view. Lots of domes. Lots of domes, not only of churches. Mainly because until the 19th century you couldn't build flat roof. Then you used to build domes like that one. And the pressure of the walls the pressure was on the walls and not on the ceiling. Such an amazing place, I must tell you that. Now, if you like that video and you want to see more, because I do have 19,000 videos, please subscribe my channel. If you met me right now, then let me tell you that you are, from right now, part of my family. At the description, you will see a little bit more of the Tower of David and the view, and you will have my contact to Facebook and Instagram. And lately, because I'm not working for more than 1.5 years, I do have an app link to buy me coffee, and people ask to support me, and I'm so glad that you did it, because it gives me hope and it gives me a little bit of money to travel around Israel in this horrible time and to take videos for you. It makes me happy, because that is my duty on earth. I just came from the Church of the Holy Sepulchre and the Western Wall. I was lighting some candles and praying there for the people who asked me to do that. And if you want to do that, please feel free to do that. Thank you very much. Oh, 2 people are doing it. Hallelujah. Let's go and see it. Dad, wave with me. Sitting on the edge, holding both of your hands there, and folding your legs later on. She's brave. Gosh, I'm afraid even to look at it. And here she's sitting, and ready? 3, 2, 1. Gosh, she's so brave. Friend will do that too. He's brave too. I did it last time, I think in Armenia, I'm not sure, Georgia, 7 Valleys or whatever. It was fun, but here it's, I'm not sure that I can do that. Again, holding that, folding your leg, ta-ta-ti, ta-ta-ta, you already know it. And here it is. 1, 2. Gosh. Really. You did it. I forgot to mention the other part of the city. This is the west part of the city. There's not a lot to talk about it. King David Hotel is in front of you. And excellent coffee places, shopping malls, and your city. The west part of the city. It's so frightening, I must say. And they're so happy. Bye-bye.